And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Aries. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Then when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, if interested, individual reads are up and open. Either message or email me directly. Link is on main, and we'll set it up, okay? So, Aries, what are we looking at in this round of reads? This is going to be your one-to-one round of reads for the month of July. One-to-one being, we have person A on this side, person B over here, and examining the intricate dynamic happening between the two. Right. So as caveat to this style of read, two main things. The first, I hesitate to call them love reads, although they oftentimes get that moniker, because they're not always lovely, right? We talk about everything at my table, not just the rainbows and the butterflies. Okay, so that's the first. And the second, they don't always have to be about love. Promise you. It could be about friends, family members, coworkers, somebody you just met, right? Just what is the most prevalent relationship happening right now, and what are the things that we want to know about it, right? So as a preamble to the read, Aries, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, if it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you or mislead you. Trust me, I got 12 signs to work with, and I don't have time to lie to any of them. Instead, we lay all our cards out on the table. And good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it, because at the end of the day, tarot is a conversation. Just an energetic one, yeah? So follow along with me in your one-to-one read today, Aries, and let's see what the cards say. You're going to be over here, your person's going to be over here. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for the Aries Collective in their one-to-one read. What are the cards we need to see, please, for the Aries Collective in their one-to-one read today? On your side, okay, 8 of Wands. So direct communication, saying what you mean what you say, and on their end, the Fool. Oh, a new beginning. I don't know what this means to you, but maybe there's an aspect of reconciliation here. Either way, between you and them, we're having a fresh new start. Right now, I don't know if that means wiping the slate clean or just saying, I'm starting this journey and experience with you. What exactly that entails, not entirely sure, Aries, but it's very clear both parties want this. So good. We are saying, good, you packed your things, let's go on this journey together. Okay. Now that we have both parties on the board, show fronts and backs. Fronts and backs being backs was left in the unsaid and to the wayside, and fronts what's being most directly communicated between both. Show us cards we need to see, please. Fronts and backs for Aries and their one-to-one read. Fronts and backs here in the read. Okay, on your end, 10 of Cups, okay, harmonizing, so hoping that this works out. Particularly, everything seems set in place, so you might even be surprised that it happens and was being directly communicated. Okay, Ace of Swords, here's my truth. Here's what I want, and pick it up or put it down, but here's where I am, okay? So you're very honest. On their end, the King of Pentacles, what is the best investment? And the Knight of Swords. The intentionality to take action. The reason I'm laughing, Aries, is because kings, if we could do like what do you call it, alliteration, right? Consonants constantly making sounds, right? Similar sounds. Kings represent confidence, but they also represent choice, right? And with that King of Pentacles, I'm trying to match your Ace of Swords. I heard you, Aries. This is what you said. Here's what I see that investment looking like. Are you still interested? What's being left in the underneath while you're saying, no, this is the perfect chance, perfect moment. Please say yes. On their end, oh, finally, I get the chance to do this, right? The Knight of Swords has an intentionality of action here. And combining that, although it's not being directly stated to you, I think you're very much in, kind of a stressful state when it comes to this communication, the new beginning between you and them. I think one party was waiting for the other party to start the communication process. So what that means between you two, I'm not necessarily sure yet, but let's just say both parties are kind of waiting on each other, just to be fair. Okay. Individual positions. Show the cards when you see, please, for Aries Collective in this reading. This 1-to-1. Individual positions for both parties. Okay, are you alright? Okay, King of Cups. Okay. This is coming from the most discerned emotional space. This is not rushed. This is just truly what I think and feel. On their end, okay, so there is a little bit of worry. Seven of Swords is all as it appears to be on the surface, right? I think, again, there's this almost this element that they're taken aback by the level of truth that you're providing, Aries. But if I know the Aries, the Aries sign, their power can also be their detriment, is that direct communication, that assertiveness. No, you're 100% serious. And they hope that you are too. The thing is anybody this intense or serious when they meet somebody, right? That Seven of Swords coming out. Is it all that it's cracked up to be, right? So they want this, but again, the level of intensity is kind of much for them. So just keep that in mind. Don't take it as an immediate withdrawal. Just take it as, okay, I need to really hear their communication style. Underneath it all, Three of Cups, the notion of meeting and or reunion. And this is probably why I was saying all that stuff at the beginning about, hey, one wants a new beginning, the other one is staying in that connection. Looks like the conditions are set for if you wanted somebody to come back, hey, they may do so. And if you're going to meet somebody new, hey, best of luck to you. Okay? Not bad. So now that we have one party looking at the other, 1-to-1, let's see what's happening down the middle. Show us cards that we need to see, please. In the occupied space between Aries and their person in this 1-to-1 reading. What is the shared bridge between both parties? Okay, so down the middle. 10 of Wands. Okay. Understood the weight that is carried by both. And again, I just think that both parties are kind of nervous here. You're worried whether or not they'll say yes. They're worried whether or not you're serious. And so, yeah, there's some internal monologue that's going on that both of you hopefully can drop it piece by piece. Four of Swords. Relax, rest, recuperate, and then reanalyze, right? Give them a chance to respond. Give yourself a space to breathe. Eight of Cups. Oh, okay, that makes so much more sense. Because, let me explain. The Eight of Cups represents walking away, the intentionality of said party to initiate departure, right? The Eight of Cups, I'm going to be gone. I made that choice to leave. Maybe that's why this worry is happening here. Okay, so you already know this person, evidenced by the Three of Cups, and also the need for the Fool, the beginning, everything. Both of you had parted ways at some point. That much is now blatantly obvious. But more than that, I really don't get the sense that either of you really wanted that, or either of you directly, hated each other or ended on bad terms. It's just that at the time, this is what we could do. We left each other alone. And with this reunion, well, we also have to establish the elephant in the room. We both kind of abandoned each other, at least in the past. Queen of Pentacles, okay, wanting to maximize and make the best out of the collaboration between the two. and the Five of Pentacles, the fear of being left behind again. So the Five of Pentacles, before I move on, and if you wanted to learn more, just see the videos about all the different cards within the tarot deck located on the channel. But the Five of Pentacles represents either the notion of poverty, desperation, or being left out or shut out. Here, being left behind. If you see the artwork, zoom in on this. It is basically a youth, a child, teenager running away from home, right? There's nothing here for me. I cannot find safety or shelter here. I need to leave, right? Both parties intentionally left each other for whatever amount of reasons they had. Both parties equally now coming back together, fear the other leaving again, right? So there's a lot more tension happening because of, the what ifs. Are you just going to leave me behind? Am I just going to leave you behind? Are we just repeating the same cycle, or will we do it different this time? Okay. Underneath it all, the Hangman, intentional observation, being able to climb that tree and look at everything upside down to say, hey, I need a new perspective on this, right? So both parties are trying to see the opportunity, not some of the negatives, okay? Resolution, as we move towards resolution, define the major arcana across the table in this one-to-one read. As there is only one, we will look towards the Fool. What is their opinion about the new beginning between you and them? So those cards I need to see, please. Aries one-to-one read. And yes, just to reiterate, Aries, this is somebody that you already know. To the Fool, the Star, card of Aquarius. Okay, so hope, but even more than hope, a pathway, right? And this is why I'm saying with that Knight of Swords, there was intentionality of action. No, they kind of felt guided back to this, and this is why they're giving it a shot. The hope here is kind of shared, but so is the fear. And at times it's like, a ping pong match between, what's the energy being sent out. Is it fear? Is it hope? Is it fear? Is it hope? Right? They're just kind of going back and forth here. In resolution, Page of Swords, wanting to learn, wanting to observe. Ten of Cups, then maybe everything is exactly as how it's meant to be. And that's a good thing underneath it all. The Magician, the power of manifestation. And maybe both of you were waiting on each other, just waiting for the right time to return. What's going on this read today, Aries? Someone's coming back. Very clearly and evidently, someone is coming back. But this time, both of you are worried. Are we just gonna, end terribly or walk away from each other like we have in the past? Or will we both put our feet down and say what we mean and mean what we say? I think both parties, you and them, definitely want this new beginning with each other, to make amends, to correct the story, to make everything right. There's also the fear that, hey, are we just repeating past cycles and we're not learning from it? So both of those are kind of up in the air right now. But regardless, because both of those are up in the air, I can tell that both parties want this. The emphasis on intentionality, okay? So that's why I got you to read today, Aries. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, between you and them, I hope that the intention to fix things and have this new beginning outweighs the fears of, messing up and potentially getting left behind again. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.